It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabelle Lee. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabelle Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabelle Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels not half so happy in heaven when envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabelle Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabelle Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabelle Lee, and the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabelle Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Amethyst Raven and I am doing #Povember24, hosted by the very lovely Priscilla over at Release the Crafting. And I am on poem 6 and the final poem in this challenge, which I just read to you, Annabelle Lee. And it is a beautiful but such a sad, sad poem, and you can just feel the despair and the heartache coming through the words when you read it. And it's definitely in my top 3 Edgar creations. But before I start crying again, I'm going to show you what I've made for the 5 prompts for this one. And don't forget, this isn't my last Povember video, and I'll give you a bit more info about that at the end. Now, this week I've kind of been working on a bit of skeleton stuff as far as crafting supplies goes, because we put up the Christmas decorations last weekend. So all my crafty stuff went upstairs because it takes up so much living space in my living room. And I just kept out some of the things I'm working on. So where I would usually just wander down the other end of the room for some extra bits, stairs are annoying. So I've only really gone up to get extra bits if I really, really cared about it, or if I needed to go upstairs anyway. So yeah, I'm making excuses now if these are a little bit more simple than usual. So prompt 1 is wings. So let me, I've done it all in the not wrong order, but all in the different order again. So not that one. Let me find my wings page. Hang on, bear with. Not that one. Oh yeah, here it is. So wings. Right, so the angels are back. Deirdre, I've really got some good use out of your angels in this challenge, and I used them black and white this time. So Edgar talks about how heaven is jealous or envious of his and Annabelle Lee's love. So they've come to take her up there with him, which is kind of mean really. But for this one, I've got them coming down from the sky, trying to coax Annabelle Lee up with them. And I've made this little interactive piece where the representation of Annabelle Lee is rising up, getting stuck, rising up after being given wings of her own, and then being lifted up to heaven. And then I've got this little journaling card here, so that comes out here. And I've just kept it as it is because it's just some angels just going up to heaven, and a bit of the poem there with the seraph reference. And then just a bit of music page here. So just fairly simple when you look like that, but then it's just got this business going on there. So that is wings. The next one is clouds, and as the legend himself, Mr. Bob Ross, would say, happy little clouds. But the clouds in the poem are not so happy at all. So it's actually them that are to blame for the death of Annabelle Lee, chilling her to death. So it's a very, very simple looking page for this one for a reason. So I've taken those stormy looking clouds from my sea picture, and I've made them even greyer and meaner by printing it in black and white, rubbing black soot ink over the dark bits, and I've painted the rest of the page black, just as if the clouds are consuming everything and now there's nothing. So just like they consumed the life of Annabelle Lee and gave her pneumonia or consumption or whatever people died of in the way, way long ago when they had that dreaded cough. As soon as somebody coughs, it's like, oh, they're going to die. And I've made another one of those little tiny journals. Yeah. So it does do something, this page. Hidden it behind the clouds, and I thought I could use this page if I'm ever feeling a little bit down, or if I need to work through anything, just to kind of sit and meditate on any kind of darkness, write down my thoughts and feelings in a little book. And then this is the cloud part of the poem here. So that is what I've done this for. It's just a kind of contemplative page. The next prompt is love. We loved with a love that was more than love. What a beautiful line. And love is the most overwhelming feeling in this poem, and the fact that they're both so young but so filled with love for one another, so much so that Edgar believes that even heaven can covet the level of love that they held for one another. And even in death, this boy still continues to love Annabelle Lee and won't allow the angels above or the demons below to stop the love from carrying on, and their souls are just together for eternity. So what I've done here is I've made this envelope and titled it to My Love, and I've got it with this little love heart paper clip here on the other side of the heart page that I've kind of grunged up. Took you off. So I've kind of added some kind of gothic looking stickers of like some old dark flowers, some postage stamps and like body parts made of flowers, and then some dark like vinyl stickers and this skull with some flowers on, and sealed it with a wax seal which says with love. And I used grey, brown, red wax, and then whatever was still left in my melty thing, and it's made this cool marble effect, which I quite like that. And let's open this seal if we can, because it's actually fully sealed down. I stuck it down, I thought that was a future me problem. So let's see if we can just open it. But how did they do this in the past? There we go. So inside the letter, or the envelope, should I say, it's the poem of Annabelle Lee, and it's all kind of as if it's a love letter. So I've crunched it up with some tea bags, I've burnt the edges to make it look all old. And yeah, so this is basically a love note from Edgar for Annabelle Lee. And then it just pops itself back on here with its little love heart paper clip. Like that. So that is love. And the next one is Maiden. I know that's closer to the front. So that one? No, not that one. It might be right at the front. Here we go. So Maiden, I've done a double page spread, and of course Annabelle Lee is the maiden. So in this side I've just cut her out and stuck her on this page under this raven with this pretty flowers, and just made it kind of a pretty little page. and the bit of poem here. And then on this side, I've made it a bit more practical, a bit more usable. So I've got this nice bit here with this some Poe writing. I think this was a Release the Craft, and I'm really sorry if it was or wasn't, and I've totally forgotten. I was supposed to check and I forgot. But then we've got the maiden again, so the same picture, but this time she's on a tag, and nice clean white tool there, and then just some space for journaling, and then some music page in the background. So this is just a practical, usable, double page maiden spread. And the final prompt is statue. So for statue, Annabelle Lee is in a sepulchre, or I think it's pronounced sepulchre. I had to Google pronounce it to see, and I think it said sepulchre, or a tomb. And they often have statues on them. And Edgar would definitely want Annabelle Lee to be looked at forever. So here I've got this statue of this beautiful woman, or this girl, to represent Annabelle Lee, even though she is a child, which I found on Pinterest when I actually searched Annabelle Lee statue, and this is what came up. And next to it I've put the grave of Edgar Allan Poe here. So he, throughout the whole kind of poem, he's lying next to where she lies, and now he gets to lie there for eternity, all together forever. I put some flowers over her here, and I've got these two tags together. So again, it's a lady statue there, and Edgar's grave again there. You can just bite on those, and then some angels, the angels from before, again just going up into heaven, all watching over Edgar and Annabelle Lee. And then, yeah, this was just on the other side of that, so I just covered that over with some stuff, and that's a little pocket. Not part of this, I just didn't want it to be stark white. So I really hope you enjoyed my interpretation of the prompts for Annabelle Lee, and it's such a powerful piece of literature, and Poe really, really kind of pulls you in, and you really feel the love that they have for each other. So I hope I've managed to bring that through for you. But now it is time for today's Poe Tarot pull, and it's the last one of the series. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope it's a good one. Okay, so this is my Poe Tarot. And just as a reminder, it's the Poe Tarot by Trisha Lee Schufelt. And I have shuffled them. I have asked them the question, what message do you have for my viewers? So let's see what they say. The Wheel. Never to suffer, would never to have been blessed. So that is card for today, which is the Wheel, and I've got my book, and that quote is from Mesmeric Revelation. So it says in the book, Poe was no stranger to tragedy, and in my research, not my research, but Trisha's research, I found numerous references to 3 women who had a significant influence on Edgar and his stories. His mother, Elizabeth Arnold Hopkins Poe, his foster mother, Frances Allen, and his wife, Virginia Clem. All 3 women died tragically young. Virginia and Elizabeth Arnold both died at the age of 24. It's believed that both suffered from tuberculosis. Coincidentally, his brother would also die at the same age as Poe's wife and mother. The illustration on the card reflects these women as Poe's sisters of fate, forever influencing his life. The quote is from Mesmeric Revelation and reminds us that while some experiences can be painful, others are blessings in disguise. Upon further reflection, it is sometimes the painful experiences that are the most instrumental in shaping who we are and our direction in life. And the keywords for this card are improvements, progress, doors opening, fortunate events, and luck. So there we have it. That is your Poe Tarot for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back with you very, very soon with one final Povember video. It's not part of the challenge, but I thought I would just round it off nicely for me and this journal. And come on guys, what's my channel name? I think you can probably guess along the lines of what I might be doing. So please do like and subscribe and drop me a comment too. And thank you for all your wonderful feedback so far on this challenge. I am so grateful you take the time to watch my videos. And thank you again to Priscilla at Release the Crafting for hosting #Povember24. It has been so much fun. I don't know what they're going to do for it next year, but I for one cannot wait. But like I said, it's not quite over yet, and I will see you real soon. Bye.